is sense of separate self. That is what that is what the ego is. A sense of separate self, that I exist in a separate manner. What is the whole COVID-19 thing exposed for us? That none of us is a separate self. None of us is absolutely impossible to consider each other separate. If you understand, there have been cases where an infected maid has brought COVID home for the family members, and then after a few days it is found out that the family members had actually transferred to the maid. So much for the separate self. So there's no cause and effect in a or it is all reversed, causality. So who is going to blame whom? We are all together in this damn thing. And what leads to what? And as long as we are considering ourselves as separate selves, what is happening in families? If somebody is coughing, the family member is, by default, if the family member doesn't want to restrict to a room, other people in the family will pass on some kind of nuanced hints here and there, or openly tell, that you restrict yourself to the room, which could be valid. I'm not denying that. But what is happening is the sense of separate self gets strengthened. As it is, there is so much separateness, and it only gets strengthened when we consider each other as separate. Now, for example, if somebody is, deeply enlightened, he doesn't consider somebody else getting COVID as any different from himself getting COVID, which also means that he's not afraid that, oh, because of this person's COVID, I will get a COVID, because for him, there's not such a huge distinction. So that when you're caught up in the sense of a separate self, that I and my life and my things and my this thing, that is the ego. Ego is, okay, consider this, understand this. Ego is much, 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 much larger than arrogance. A lot of us feel ego is arrogance, right? In colloquial English, itna ego mat dikha, ego mat dikha matlab itna ghamand mat dikha, itna arrogance mat dikha, don't be so conceited, but the ego is not just arrogance or conceit. That is just maybe 5% of the ego. Ego is like the sense of separate self, and having, this is my house and this is my family, and that my itself is the ego.